What is up, everyone? It's the Munch and welcome back to Pokemon Spectrum. Last episode we got off to a pretty slow start here, but unlike Regigigas, it will not last for 5 turns, and today we're going to be kicking it into overdrive and heading on to the rest of this game because we didn't really get too much done last time. Like I said, got our starter Pokemon from the Professor, we got the Pokédex, and then got the Pokégear from the Professor's wife, and that is pretty much it. We made it to this town here, and now I'm really not sure what we're meant to do next, but this statue certainly looks familiar. Actually, at the end of the last episode, I'm pretty sure we saw this thing inside of the Pokemart, which is now closed off, so that's definitely a little bit strange. But anyway, today we're going to be heading on, like I said, and if you guys are excited for another episode, make sure to hit that like button and show your support. We also caught a whole bunch of Pokemon last time, pretty much everything I think that we could have caught so far, at least all the new Pokemon. I'm actually not a huge fan of the original elemental monkeys like Pansear, Sage, and Poor, but I actually really like Pansurge for some reason. I guess because he's a Fakemon and he's electric type, and I actually really like electric types, so maybe those factors could all add up to me really liking Pansurge, but I don't know, I actually do really like him though. Either way, I guess I'm going to try to train up Rhypek a little bit here because this early bird seems really brutal. Its Pokédex description said that it pecks at its opponents, and apparently the red spots on its body have an odd smell to them, so I'm pretty sure it pecks them until they bleed all over him. And I don't know why I keep bringing it up, it's just so messed up that it's stuck in my head. So every time you see this little Rhypek here attacking the enemy, just think of it pecking it so hard that it literally makes it bleed all over itself. I don't know, man, it's really weird to think about, but hey, that was the Pokédex description, and I guess that's it for Dengo there. Didn't even get a level up though, but hey, there's our rival, so I'm gonna go ahead and backtrack a little bit because I'm not sure I'm ready to face him just yet. Even though I doubt that he's actually gonna want to battle us, because I'm pretty sure we battled him and then like 2 trainers and that's it, so I don't think they would put a rival battle again so quickly. But what is this path back here actually? Oh, it looks like it leads back to the village, but we can at least get ourselves an Oran Berry for our troubles of, I guess, getting out of the way, or I guess diverging a little bit from the main path. I don't know, but yeah, there doesn't seem to be too much else, so I guess we'll go and head up to one of our rivals, because we do have 2 in this game. I thought that maybe we'd run into him, but instead we ran into a Tumbleweed. Finally, we actually run into the Tumbleweed Pokemon. Probably the weirdest thing we've seen so far in this game, and now we actually get to see it in action here in battle. And I wonder what type this thing is. Oh, I guess it's actually a grass type considering we went for the Vine Whip there. But that would definitely make sense considering tumbleweeds are a plant of some kind. I mean, I never actually, or I still don't know if tumbleweeds are alive or not. I mean, definitely this one here, it's a Pokemon, so it's gotta be alive, but I don't know if regular tumbleweeds in like the real world are. They just get blown out by the wind. It's not like they move on their own or anything, but I don't know, man. There it goes for the Ingrain, planting them roots. I'm not really a huge fan of that, so hopefully we can catch it with this next Pokeball, because otherwise it's probably going to stall us out for a second here. Oh wait, actually that healed it up for nothing. And we actually only have 3 Pokeballs left, so hopefully this works out on the first try here, because I'm expecting there to be some other new Pokemon coming up, and I definitely want to try to catch them all in this game. At least all the new ones, and Tumbleweed is just the next one. Added to the dex there. Well, not quite yet. We're about to add it in there though, but not before Rhypek gains 2 levels off of that. Yo, that is pretty awesome. And yes, it is a pure grass type. The Tumbleweed Pokemon grows by rolling on the ground and merging dead plants with its body. This Pokemon is said to have a mysterious secret. Oh, so it is dead plants. So I guess real life Tumbleweeds probably aren't alive. I kind of figured that was it, because, I mean, it basically looks like dried up leaves or like twigs and stuff, so I don't think tumbleweeds would be alive, but this Pokemon is, so got me all sorts of confused. Hello, Orangey. So you came here too, huh? Some kids were blocking my way to Route 2, so I decided to catch a cool Pokemon here. There seems to be another dead end though. I don't want to waste more time. See what I mean? Like, the game just randomly gets kind of laggy. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it definitely looked pretty laggy on my end, and it looks like this is actually a dead end. So I don't know why our rival Night Buddy guy there led us all the way down here, but I guess we've got to go and backtrack. I guess some kids were picking on him or something is what he said, but man, forget them kids. I was about to say something else, but maybe you know what I'm talking about. Look at life. Look around, bruh. You got so much to appreciate. Look at all the trees and the fine ladies and guys too. I don't discriminate, you know. Is that even discrimination? I'm not really sure. But here is the Pokemon preschool, which I think we were supposed to go to as well. Students are missing? Are you kidding me? Do I actually have to find the students? Wow, that would actually be a pretty cool side quest. But I guess we can also read up about the, I just noticed too, that classroom was completely empty. How are there 4 students missing? Sounds to me like a couple more than 4. Oh, wait, what? I guess these are the kids that were missing. Hello? Is that a Pokegear? You must be from Taldune Town. Taldune. We must test you first. What? Are you kidding me? We're getting ganged up on by a bunch of preschoolers. This is not how I expected to spend my Sunday evening, but sure, I guess this is okay. I don't think this is even Sunday evening yet, but I think that's around the time when this video should come out, if everything goes according to plan. If not, then, I don't know. I guess you could be watching this video later on, and it wouldn't be Sunday at all, either way. So maybe I shouldn't even talk about what day it is right now. It's actually Friday, but anyway. We're gonna scratch this Pansage a couple of times, and take it down, no problem. Rhypek is actually super strong, though. That scratch did a lot of damage. Or maybe this little preschooler is weak. I mean, I guess it could be both, too. But do we actually have to take on all 4 of them in a row? I'm guessing so, and I'm also guessing that they're each going to have a different little monkey Pokemon. And maybe this is actually supposed to be the official reveal of Pansurge, because I'm assuming, you know, unless you actually spent a lot of time running around in the grass like I did last episode, you probably wouldn't have run into a Pansurge. And by you, I mean like anyone playing this game, I guess, probably wouldn't have run into a Pansurge if you just kind of breezed through that little route behind the professor. Or maybe if you get lucky and encounter it on the first try or something. But either way, there's the second girl down. I think we did the water monk, or no, it was Pansage, then fire. So I guess this is going to be the water monkey now. I'm expecting a Panpour, and it is. And that girl's name was actually Ray there, the little schoolgirl or preschooler, Ray. I don't know if that's to do with rain, maybe. We'll have to check out the other preschoolers' names, and maybe they have names that kind of like are fitting to whichever typing they're using. Speaking of fitting, here's our first death of the playthrough! Yay! I'm always letting my Pokemon die. It's actually kind of surprising that no one died in the first episode, but it had to happen eventually, and it's actually kind of sad that it was to a level 3 Pokemon. So I'm definitely going to have to go heal up after this, but, you know, at least we can quickly take down the Panpour before we do. And, yep, that is it. So now I'm guessing we get to take on the leader of the preschoolers. And what little elemental monkey will he have, I wonder? His name is Alec, so I don't think Alec has much to do with electricity. Electricity. No, not really. That's a bit of a far stretch. Or maybe it is. Elec. I don't know, man. Now I'm actually confused. But anyway, let's go for a bubble and hope that it doesn't have an electric move. Oh, wow, it actually does? Are you kidding me? Hold on, mine doesn't have an electric move. How the heck do you have one? Must be bred or something. Or the kid cheated. I don't know. But it's gonna go down, no problem. And Thundershock actually did no damage to parry there, so he's just sitting there, loving it. Look at that little sprite. Oh man, we're not bullies. You asked us. You guys surrounded me. If anything, these preschoolers are the bullies. You defeated all my friends and me. I guess you can pass. That's so sad. But not really. I actually really wanted to move on anyway, so good thing we got them preschoolers out the way. But before we actually do move on, I guess we could go check out the school real quick. Thank you for getting my students back here. Hopefully they'll be more motivated to learn how they lost. To show my appreciation, have this. Hey, I knew we'd get something for this. We get return. I'm definitely glad I returned for that one, because that is actually a pretty worthwhile TM. Over here we got the little girl with the, or actually the boy with the Pansurge. You remind me of a girl who used to come here named Liz. She was really strong. I'm guessing we're gonna end up running into this Liz later on, but seriously, why is that classroom so empty? There's like so many chairs and like literally 4 kids, that's it. 4 Kids Entertainment. We bring you the latest and greatest in copywriting abridged series. I don't know if they actually do that, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged always seem to talk about that, and I love me some Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, man. It's awesome. Anyway, let's ignore this weird masked man. If you want to find out who he is, check out the last episode if you didn't. But otherwise, we're going to be moving along to where those kids were blocking the path. We could also grab... Actually, we don't have any other Pokemon. This is literally all we've got. I was going to say we have one in the PC that we could grab, but I don't think we do. Let me give you a tip. Being a good Pokemon trainer is all about preparation. For example, you should be prepared to lose to me right now. Wow! The shots fired, what is this? I guess it's not really shots fired, maybe just confidence from this girl, but in my opinion, a little bit of overconfidence because she's got no idea the types of Pokemons that I've got here. And it looks like our Rhypeks are going to intimidate each other real quick. No problem at all. I've got the Quick Attack. I'm guessing that she's got the Quick Attack too, actually, but oh wow, going for the Growl instead. I see you, lowering my attack even more. Okay then, you know what? I'm going to give you a taste of this medicine, the Shock Therapy. It's not really medicine, but I guess it's some kind of... I guess it could be seen as medicine. I don't know, is Shock Therapy is not even, like, actually works, I don't think. Maybe it... I don't know, I don't even want to talk about it. Either way, let me find out. No, it doesn't have Thunder Shock. I really thought that my Pansurge didn't have Thunder Shock. I should have just known that it didn't. But for some reason I thought it might, because that little kid's had it. But we don't. So I guess we'll switch back out to Perry, because I'm not trying to let any of my Pokemon die right now. That would be a little bit upsetting, especially after that girl said that we were about to lose to her. Yeah, I definitely don't want to lose after that. But, come on. You and the Quick Attacks. Ain't doing nothing to Perry. It actually did do a little bit of damage, though. But once again, it looks like this game automatically goes to whatever the last menu you visited was. So, I'm going to try not to spam the A button too much, because I'll probably end up messing up and going to the wrong menu over and over. Even though I love to spam myself the A button, man. Whenever I'm recording these videos, I'm just spamming that A button the entire time. Like, literally the whole video. If there was a stat of how many times I pushed an A button on a controller, man, or I guess on a DS as well, or a Game Boy, or just in general, an A button, that would be an insane stat. Probably for all of us. I mean, all of us gamers, or whoever plays Pokemon, I guess. Anyway, the girl went down. She definitely did not live up to her own expectations, I guess. She said she was going to take us down, but as you guys saw, that was pretty one-sided for the most part, I guess, except for when Pansurge came out. But before we head on up to the north over there, I want to check out what's on the lower side of this route. And man, what is up with the random lag? I don't know. I feel like you guys definitely should be seeing that because it's literally in the game, so I'm guessing it records it exactly as it is. But yeah, it's just really weird because I know I have a pretty good computer and I can run fan games usually pretty good. Oh wow, we can't even go down here. I have a feeling I actually checked that earlier and just forgot for some reason. Blame my short-term memory loss that I keep making up. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have some kind of short-term memory loss. I self-diagnosed it, but I must have some kind of short memory loss because I literally always forget stuff like right when I just did it and then end up remembering it like weeks later or something. But anyway, there are so many dangos in here. So many dang dangos, man. What is up with them? I guess because maybe it was rare in the earlier route when we caught it. Maybe it's a little bit more common here. But let's move along to another trainer. This is my first time outdoors, you know. I would assume so. I mean, unless you've literally been inside your house your entire life, you'd have to have gone outside at least once in your life, buddy. So I don't know what you mean by that. This isn't my first time outdoors, you know. It's like he finally got the achievement. After years and years, he finally got some sunlight, guys. I don't know where that originated, but, you know, that get some sunlight being an achievement thing, it can actually be true sometimes. I'll go for, like, a week without seeing the sun. Usually when I'm, like, have a really bad sleep schedule and I'll be waking up, I guess mostly during the winter, because in the summer, the daylight lasts for longer, so... Yeah, but in the winter, sometimes when I go to bed really late, I would wake up really late, and it would already be dark, basically, so I'd never really see the sun sometimes. But that was like back in Nebraska days. Honestly, I haven't really done that in a while. My sleep schedule's stayed pretty... I guess it's been inconsistent, but at the same time, consistent. Like, I usually won't wake up past, like, 10 to 12 p.m. Or, sorry, I guess 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Like, if it's 2 p.m., it is too dang late, man. I've gone way past the limit of when I should wake up. And I usually try to fix it by then. But, man, what is going on here? This Rhypek is actually doing a number on us. Getting us down pretty low HP there. But, oh, critical hit! Right when we needed it, too. Holy moly. Rhypek coming through clutch as, a car? I don't know. Isn't the clutch a thing in a car? I think so. I wonder how that became a thing, like, being clutch or pulling off something clutch. Like, how did that become the saying for clutch? Isn't clutch like an actual word? I don't know. A new challenger, though, and that is me. Of course, it's a real word, clutch, but I don't know what it actually is what I meant to say. But youngster Zach here has got his own Dango. Of course, we ran away from plenty of these just a couple seconds ago. And this one will be no different, except that it will be completely different because we actually have to battle it. You can't run away from trainers. As much as you might think that you can run away, some kind of magical law of the Pokemon world will keep your feet grounded. You literally can't walk away unless, you know, you lose or win, I guess. I wonder how they do that actually. Like, how do they explain that? Not being able to run away from a Pokemon battle. Because if you think about it literally, if I was battling someone else in Pokemon, I guess running away would be like forfeiting, but I don't know, man. It's better than letting your Pokemon die, I guess. Anyway, Tumbleweed here is doing a lot of damage, but unfortunately also took a lot of damage. And we have got no healing items. Oh wait, no, we actually do have an Oranberry. Thankfully, I somehow picked up this Oranberry earlier. That's actually pretty lucky. Hold on, what? That didn't restore anything. I thought Oranberries were supposed to restore 20 HP. What the heck? I've also only just realized how low our HP is, like the actual number. We have a total of 19 HP. Then again, we are a level 5 Pokemon, so I shouldn't really expect much. But Tumbleweed winning her first battle there, thanks to the help of the Oranberry. Not really sure that she'll be able to handle the next Pokemon here, though. So, tumble away and parry. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at that. I really hope we got some cool, or at least I got one video of someone doing a Parry the Platypus impression, because I'm apparently just terrible at it, and I would love to see someone do an actually good impression of the parry sound effect, I guess. But Parry coming through with the bubbles. I'm gonna take down a possum man. Apostle? That's what it was called, right? How? I love how these trainers just don't know what is happening. It's like, dude, you lost, man. That's simple as it is. There's no how, there's no why. It just happened. You lost, bro. And over here, we've got another wild Dango. I kind of knew it was going to be a Dango. I almost wanted to say it before it popped up, but I don't know. I didn't want to end up, you know, making a fool of myself or anything. Not that I don't do that on the daily already, but, you know, more than I need to. Anyway, I do remember there was a path up this way as well, so we might as well check it out real quick. You know, sometimes it's better to just sit back and relax. That's really all you have to say, bro. This kind of reminds me of the vlog that I did the other day with the Pigeon Park. Just a dude chilling with 2 birds next to him. Except that that park, it's more like just a couple of dudes and a couple thousand birds, actually. Pretty sure there were over 1,000 birds there. Like, there were a lot of them. But anyway, I guess that is it for this route. Or at least I'm assuming that was the final trainer, because our Pokemon are a little bit too beat up right now to really keep going. So I'm suspecting there will be some kind of rest house or, you know, town nearby. I don't know, this route seemed kind of short though, so maybe we're not really that close. We did end up getting 2 potions as well, so could definitely use those. But oh my goodness, I was about to read the sign, and instead we ended up running into our other rival, Sunny. Hi, Orange. I was planning on catching some bug types in the forest, but before I do that, let's battle. Let's do it. And I really like this versus screen here as we go up against Sunny. Her sprite looks really awesome too, and the in-game sprite as well. Like, I guess there's the overworld, then there's the battle sprite, and then there's that little versus sprite. The versus sprite looked awesome, but of course, Sunny did end up getting the final starter Pokemon. Since Knight picked up the Koala, the grass type, she has got the fire type Kangaroo at level 11? Are you serious right now? How is this thing so high level? Like, I don't even think my parry's that close. Maybe if I'd stuck to training just one Pokemon, probably would have been at the level by this point, parry. But since I've been training like 3 Pokemon, maybe even 4 actually, because we did Pansurge and Tumbleweed too, the levels are definitely a bit more spread out, or the experience or whatever. But because this thing is a fire type, it means that we should be able to deal with it no problem with our buddy Parry here. Let's hit it up with a bubble. Oh wow, that actually did not do as much damage as I thought it would. Huh. For being super effective, I feel like Parry's not doing too much right now, and gets burned too. Oh no. Thankfully, Bubble is a special move, so at least its power won't get lowered or anything. But, oh, you've got an Oranberry. Oh boy. Not a huge fan of that one. I think maybe one more Ember plus Burn might just kill us. Oh, it goes for Pound, actually. Wow. Okay, I don't think a Burn will kill us, actually, from this HP, so... but we are actually slower than this thing. Oh, man, that kind of sucks, actually. I do have one more potion, though. and I definitely think it's a smarter idea to use it on Perry than anybody else. 1 HP, literally 1 HP, but we livin'. And this girl has a potion too, are you kidding me? Holy moly. This is like the toughest first rival battle ever, even though this is like the second technically rival battle. Well, it's our second battle, but both were different rivals or whatever, so. Anyway, Bubble, let's see if you can somehow do this for us. I mean, we've got a lot of Pokemon still left in the bench or whatever, in the party. So even if Perry goes down, I guess we could probably still pull this off, but, you know, ideally I would want Perry to survive, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Woo! Perry! Perry, with barely any HP left, somehow pulls it out, getting 2 levels for that as well, and even learning Water Gun. That certainly would have been helpful in this battle. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Growl, I guess. I'm probably not gonna use it too often. I could have just gotten rid of Bubble, but whatever. How did you get so good? I don't know, Perry's just amazing. Darn it, with all the training I did, I thought I could have beaten you. Silly me, you should go on ahead. Obviously I have some catching up to do. Well, I have some healing up to do, and this is the Gobby Forest. Gobby or Gobi? I think there's a place called the Gobi Desert, isn't there? Is that a real life place, or am I thinking of the Banjo-Kazooie level? I'm pretty sure it's the Banjo-Kazooie level, actually. And of course we ran into a Pokemon on the last step of grass, but healed up our Pokemon, good to go, so I guess we will head into the Gobby Forest. I also just noticed there was a shortcut back to the town there, so totally could have taken that, but I guess I didn't know about it. We know about it now though, so I'm definitely going to use it if we need to heal up while in this forest. But wow, already we've got yet another new Pokemon here. Pilove looks to be the, I guess, starting bug Pokemon for this game. I call it starting because I guess it's just early on, but usually, you know, you have an early bird Pokemon, you got your early normal type, and then you've got an early bug Pokemon, which I guess in this case we've got all 3. We've got Apostle, Rhypek, and then that little thing we just ran into. Bug types are unbeatable. They're the best. Is this Dan, aka A-Drive himself? What if this guy's name was actually Dan? That would have been hilarious, but Dan definitely does love himself some bug types, and what the heck? Dude, that thing looks totally different from the one we just ran into. I'm guessing because it's female, maybe the leaf on its face is different color depending on male or female. Actually, its feet too are different color. Well, I mean, they're pink, and then the other one was brown, I think. But we'll have to confirm once the next one comes out. By the way, Rhypek did finally get Peck. I know he has Peck in his name, and for some reason... Wait, what the... That is not Peck. Excuse me, but that is definitely not Peck. That was like a gust or a wing attack there. Okay then. He's got another one though. I'm guessing it's gonna be the male. Yep. Just as I thought. We got brown and pink, I guess, for male and female. Makes sense, I guess. But we should be able to take quick care of it with the Peck there. I kind of thought this thing might be a grass and bug type because it does have a leaf on its face, so I thought maybe it might be grass, but the Peck probably would have killed it in one hit if that was the case. We got a critical hit there too. Huh, does Rhypek have like a critical hit boosting nature or something? I feel like he's been getting, or not nature, but ability. I totally forgot to read my Pokemon's abilities, by the way. Like, I checked them out at the beginning of this episode, but didn't really pay attention to the abilities, so might have to do that again. But we've got another Pokemon here with a kind of weird name. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that one. I mean, I have a slight idea because of a certain other word that it looks like that I'm sure you guys know what I'm referring to, but Skagit? Skagot? I'm gonna go with Skagit, I guess. Either way, we failed to catch it there because totally killed it in one hit. Probably should have gone for a weaker Pokemon, but we did get an antidote, so I'm assuming because we're in a forest, you know, we might end up getting paralyzed at some point. But I'm definitely going to put Pansurge up first so that we can end off this episode by catching ourselves a couple of bug Pokemon here. Probably a Pilove and a Skagit here. I wonder what these things evolve into. Of course, this is based off Maggot. I don't know what you guys were thinking of earlier, which kind of word, but obviously it's Maggot. And I guess Pilove might be like Pillbug. Isn't a Pillbug a thing? Is it Pilove? Pilove. Pilove sounds like Pilaf, like Rice Pilaf or Emperor Pilaf, but I don't know. This thing is actually really tanky too. I guess it reminds me a little bit of Whirlipede, which is definitely a tanky bug Pokemon. I don't know about when it becomes Scolipede, but as a Whirlipede, I feel like it's always kind of able to tank up. And I am not doing any damage to this thing right now, so you know what? I'm just going to go straight off for the Pokeball. Don't even care. Skagit, hopefully you can get caught in the first try, because it is a bug Pokemon. And we do, wow. I guess we didn't really need to weaken it at all. Or at least not that much. But there we go, another one to the dex, the pest Pokemon. After eating, its body grows substantially. Its exoskeleton tricks others into thinking that it's scarier than it actually is. Oh, I see. So it's actually quite like a thin bug, I guess, but it has those round shells to make it seem like it's thicker. Thicker is such a weird word. I feel like thicker or thick in general is a normal word. Same with daddy. Daddy and thick are totally normal words, but they've just been ruined by memes. Like, I cannot say daddy anymore without even, like, at least laughing or smiling a little bit. It's just, sometimes I love the internet, but sometimes I really don't like the internet that much. It can ruin things, man. It can ruin things so quickly. But anyway, I am not running into a P-Love right now, so I guess I'm gonna just move along. Probably run into another bug catcher eventually. Or maybe not. There don't seem to be too many around these parts. But hey, we actually ran into the female P-Love this time. I'm just gonna call it P-Love. I feel like it's not Pie-Love. Pie-Love just sounds off for some reason. So I'm gonna stick with P-Love, who is actually higher level than our own Pansurge. Somehow, someway, these wild Pokemon are already getting higher than us. Like, this game actually seems to have a pretty good level curve. As in they want you to maybe train one or two Pokemon for now, which I guess I have been doing, Rhypek and Perry mostly, but for some reason it feels like we're still under-leveled. And that's kind of a usual thing around here on the Munch channel though, you know, I'm always under-leveled, always losing Pokemon, always blacking out. Actually, we didn't really black out so far in this game, and I hope that we never do, because to be honest, you shouldn't really black out too often in Pokemon. Oh, this P-Love is actually tougher to catch than its Skagit counterpart, which definitely caught in one try, but oh no, I just realized! We have no more Pokeballs! Oh man! Well, that sucks. I guess there will be one Pokemon, just literally only one, that we don't get to catch. Unless there's another bug that we haven't run into yet in here in the forest, but I'm pretty sure we've caught every single Fakemon possible so far. But I'm going to bring out the real MVP here, Perry, to finish this off for us. And I think that is actually going to be the end of this episode. I really wanted to end it off by catching, you know, 2 bug Pokemon, but I guess we only get 1. Can't complain, though. We did catch a whole bunch of Pokemon so far in this game, but yeah. Pansurge gets a level, and we get no P-Love. So I'm going to end it off on this very nice looking bridge, and in the next episode we will continue our way through the Gobby Forest and hopefully to the first gym. Hope you guys are excited, and I will see you next time.